What's good, my awesome Gemini gang? Happy birthday to you all. I hope this video finds you well. We are here to do your miniature love tarot reading, what I call my Lil Sips series. You're just taking a temperature check of the energy, seeing where you're at, where your person's at, maybe what the universe wants you to know about the situation. So welcome you all to come into this miniature reading with an open heart and an open mind, knowing in advance that because it's general, not everything I say will resonate, and that's totally fine, that's totally normal. More often than not, messages take time to resonate, right? If it's something you hear and you want to manifest, then, that timeline is up to you. So I guess give yourself the luxury of having a little bit of time to sit with these messages and think about them. If it doesn't click instantly, that's frequently the way it goes, okay? I hope lots and lots of this resonates. That being said, pieces and parts of it likely will. Anything that's strange or foreign, drop it like it's hot. Release those messages. Assume it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it. All right, Gem. What can we get from my Geminis? One more action card, please. Everything else about this video down in the box below. If you're interested in something with career and financial readings, I just posted your June 2020 tarot reading, and that has the first half is career and finances, the second half is love. And here's another love reading for you. Let me pull you up close. All right, let's hop in. So bottom of your deck is a victory card. Driving things forward, moving things forward. Some of you could literally be moving or changing houses, changing apartments. You may be going on a road trip. You may have to travel for business. Make sure you're maintaining the health of your body, balancing your mind, body, and spirit, because that is going to help guide you in whatever this travel or whatever this journey is. It doesn't have to be extreme travel, right? Maybe you're just taking a road trip to go to the beach one day or something, right? It is a card of Cancer, so it could indicate that you have a Cancer on your mind. Yeah, potentially a Cancer that you're flirting with, or vice versa, a Cancer that's wanting to move forward with you and is sending small bits of flirtation. I feel like the last several readings I've done for you, Geminis, Cancer has come into play. So, certainly that could indicate something strong in your chart, particularly with all of the eclipses and the retrogrades going on. And we are headed into Cancer season, so this could indicate that there's going to be messages and communications and flirtation headed into Cancer season, which is right after you. Then you get the Capricorn card, so it could be something involving a Capricorn here as well. It could also indicate extreme sexuality, borderline obsession. Again, negative connotations too, right? It's not all happy, cheery sunshine. It can indicate codependencies. Again, obsession with someone that maybe is not for your best or highest good. It can sometimes be low vibing energy. For me, this is frequently a card that comes up too when you're like a workaholic, when it's, what is it they say in The Shining? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This can be so focused on your job and your money, and reasonably so. Sometimes that needs to take the forefront of our lives, but this might be saying you maybe need to take a break from pouring your blood, sweat, and tears into the work, and maybe focus on a little dating, a little flirting. That might serve some of my Geminis well in the coming weeks. Yeah, particularly with an earth sign. Again, could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. All right, let's look at your person's energy. So again, this is someone that you're thinking of. You know who that is. I don't. I'm just going to read what the cards say. But this could be anyone in your life that you're currently thinking of. So let's see. Excuse me. Their overall energy is the World card, and it's also what they're thinking of. So they're thinking about you naked, Gemini. This is someone who definitely wants to join worlds with you, join forces. They want to be seen. They want you to look closer. I'm getting all these pop culture references. The American Beauty poster, for those who have seen it, it's like a Kevin Spacey movie, right? It's a giant belly button, right? And it says, look closer. So something about rose petals, something about, I don't know, a cheerleader, something about the movie American Beauty. I don't know why that's coming through, but look closer. They think you don't see them. They want you to look closer. Something about a magnifying glass, or like Sherlock Holmes. Something about pulling something. Oh, some of you may work in a lab if you're a scientist and focusing on a lens, a cinematographer, a photographer, and vice versa. This person could be a photographer. You may have a picture of them. Yeah, there's something about you took a picture of them once and they were very flattered, because they took it as a sign that you liked them, but for you it was just a very haphazard, yeah, everybody get in the picture, or something like that. Interesting. This person might be married, actually. Yeah, they see you as not budging, and they're frustrated by your energy because they do really like you, but either they're scared to come in or they can't come in because they are otherwise committed. 10 of Pentacles. Sometimes in a love spread, oh wow, and wow, 10 of Cups. So yeah, both of these are long-term commitment cards, marriages. So if none of that is your circumstance or scenario, sometimes this can, metaphors, right? Hitting the jackpot in love, something or someone who wants to grow throughout the years with you. For a lot of you though, one person in this situation might be married or committed. They've noticed that you've been moody or just kind of off lately, Gemini, and so they're a little bit worried about you. But they're also very sad that you blocked them, and that might not be literal. It just might indicate that they sense that you closed off your heart a little bit. You've taken a step back to focus on your own internal path, and so by default, this person is having to do the same because, yeah, something about the warmth and the passion between you guys, it isn't what it used to be. I'm not even getting the sense that you've really dated this person yet. I mean, for some of you, certainly, if you're already married to this person, maybe you're just experiencing the slump or the 7-year itch, right? Something where it's it's not the honeymoon stage of it anymore. It's lacking something. So the card of Leo is here, as well as Virgo. Again, you have Capricorn and Cancer. There's a lot of signs coming up, which does tend to happen in a general reading. This to me is a card of Leo. Leo rules the sector of the zodiac that involves children and childhood. So again, a couple meanings here. It could be someone you've known since childhood that is almost like a best friend, and so maybe you don't view them in a romantic way, or it could indicate that this person may have feelings for you, but if that's the case, they may already have a wife or a husband and child. And here's the thing, I don't think that's a secret. I'm really not getting that. Unless your person is a Virgo, something about that is they've concealed it. They haven't been truthful. They themselves have been blocking off or resisting telling the truth about the whole scenario, which is that they may have another family or another commitment. This person is thriving in their job, which is good. There's happiness, and yeah, there's major growth and stability in their finances, or there will be, so that's positive. Let's take a look at your energy and see what's up with that. So your energy is coming off as King of Wands, or you are thinking about a male fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, with a Queen of Pentacles. So again, that could be the one who is married, particularly if this is a Leo. This is my wifey, mothery type card. It's also Capricorn energy. Again, you have a lot of Capricorn coming up here. They're a pairing. They're a king and queen, I suppose. They're not the most obvious pairing to me. For me, I obviously like, and it doesn't have anything to do with gender, guys. It has to do with the elementals. I like to see my fire king typically with a fire queen, or even maybe an air sign, male, female, whatever. Not at all saying that earth and fire can't mesh well. They absolutely can. More than likely, though, this is indicating placements in someone's chart too, or career and finances. Both Wands and Pentacles can speak of the job. So you could just be very focused on your career growth and the money, the paycheck attached to that. That's coming up first and foremost, what you're thinking of. So possible maybe you have choices. Maybe you're thinking between a fire sign and an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. If not, you have, it could even be mom and dad. Something about finances and career, though, is really, and I mean, these are weekly-ish readings, so it's not saying forever and ever, but it seems like work or something about responsibility is coming to the forefront of, almost like, not divide and conquer, but order of priority, order of importance. I'm not necessarily thinking it's a person. It didn't come up with a major arcana, but anyway. In your heart, you also have the workers. Yeah, you have tons of pentacle energy, so finances look pretty good. You're very focused on your work. You're dedicated to your skill, to your craft, even if that's just a hobby, something you enjoy, arts and crafts time, whatever that is, right? And then in your outcome or your action card, you have the single ladies card. So even if you are male, right, single lady, single man, it's more feminine energy, but sometimes a card of affluence, something about being very well dressed, even costumes. I don't know if any of you work in costumes or clothing design. Maybe you're doing some sewing projects. Maybe you're sewing masks, right? I don't know why that's coming up here, but anyway. It does have to do with being self-made. So looking around at the life you created for yourself and having a sense of pride and joy for thriving on your own, not necessarily having to depend on a lot of people. It's very much a card of independence. That's what I mean. You may have people who are interested in you and they're coming up in your head because you're thinking about them, but they're not necessarily coming up in your heart. You're kind of like, it's kind of like, thanks for the offer, but I'm good. Like that's sort of what this feels like to me, Gemini. Let's clarify a few more. I'm reading for love, so I am acknowledging some of you, quite frankly. I mean, you're watching this video, so you must be kind of interested in love. A lot of you, work is going to be more of a significant or a key player in the coming weeks. Who is Gemini willing to work with, or what can we get for that here? You might be trying to build back the trust of a Leo. Yeah, you're working towards your wish fulfillment, and I have a feeling it's not someone that is already messaging you. In fact, that was coming up here. This person who thinks about you kind of sexually or romantically, they're offering you a cup and you're sort of resisting it, or you're very hesitant to like sip from it, to taste it, to like give this person a chance. They see a very happy future with you, but yeah, you're kind of closed off. You have 2 cards indicating singlehood and independence. So who are you waiting around for, Gemini? Maybe a Cancer or a Capricorn? You're hoping to hear from someone who moved on from you, who potentially chose to pursue another relationship, or someone who wasn't ready to emotionally give or provide to you what you needed at the time. You're still thinking about them. You still dream about them. For a lot of you, it's a Libra or someone you were previously engaged with. I heard the word engaged, so maybe you were engaged to them, or just engaged in terms of there was more of a formal commitment. For some of you, it was a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And tell me about this card. Yes, someone needed to go and follow their inner truth, their inner calling. That's why they had to break up with you, or put something on pause, because there was a lot of other things in their life that they needed to sort out, potentially contracts, things involving their work, their home, their family. It could even be like legal documents. Something about a court case may have gotten in the way of them being able to be with you. But you're holding on to your singlehood. A lot of my Geminis are not looking for a commitment right now. They're content. I think you obviously are watching this video, so you're open to the idea of love, but you're not coming in. Yeah, you're not coming in hot and heavy. You're pretty much holding on to what you got right now, which for a lot of you is single or playing the field. In which case, what you're willing to give is Page of Cups. So you're willing to give small bits of flirtation or this or that. I have to be honest, this isn't everybody's story, but for a lot of you, you're holding out for someone who walked away from you. And it's almost like you're trying to distract yourself. Keep yourself busy with works and progress. So it's kind of like, well, if I don't focus on it, maybe I'll attract it back. And I mean, maybe you will. That's not a terrible attitude as long as you continue to grow and thrive as an individual. I would not put your life on pause for this person, right? That's never a good idea. But you seem to be waiting, holding on to the idea that someday, like your prince or your princess will return back to you. You see it as fact, as truth, as justice. It feels like you, Gemini, feel like there's unfinished business here. And I mean, I gotta be honest, Gemini is one of the most intuitive signs, I think, like in my experience. So you might be right. I'm not saying you're not, but it's almost, and here's the thing, I do actually like this came up because it does indicate you're willing to entertain the idea of putting your heart out there for someone, but you have, I almost see this as you have very high standards, because whoever comes in next is being compared to the one that came before. And the one that came before was your wish fulfillment. They made you very happy. So it's up, and that's what I think this is. I think you have multiple people. So you could have an earth sign or a fire sign that you're hoping that returns, while there might be another one of these signs coming in to make some sort of romantic offer to you. You may be traveling to see them, particularly if this is someone you used to work with. Something about the idea of taking a little trip or traveling. You have 3 cards that indicate travel to me, potentially with a Capricorn, though it doesn't have to be, but you may have had a very a jarring dream about them, or you may have had a dream involving them marrying someone else, or them divorcing the person they're with, or potentially a dream about marriage. And it got you very excited though. So it would have been something that went in your favor, I guess, but it was a dream. It wasn't a reality yet, but maybe that's what you're hoping to manifest. And so it is kind of permeating your mind and your energy. But bottom of your deck is the Lover's card. I do like that. I'm going to end it there because it says that you are in your power. You're using your intuition. But frequently this is a card indicating you are at a distance from someone you love. That mountain between you, it could be physical distance, you know, again, needing to travel to hop in your car and go see them and settle something. Or it can be emotional distance, like I want to, but I can't. That's sort of the energy that's going on here. I think you both are holding out for something, but I'm not sure your paths are crossing quite yet. But they might. That's a sign of cross communication. So maybe eventually it'll come in. So, all right, Gemmy Gems, that's what I got for you. Happy birthday. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonated for you. I'll see you cool cats later. You cool cats and kittens. I'll see you guys. Carol Baskin was a Gemini. Just saying. All right. Bye, y'all.